They hate you because you don't react, because your silence burns louder than their words, because your peace, your restraint, reminds them of what they've lost. In a world addicted to reaction, your calmness is rebellion. And that's exactly why they can't stand it. When you don't react, you take away their control. They want chaos. You give them composure. They want noise. You give them silence. And nothing frustrates a weak mind more than someone who refuses to play their game. People don't hate you because of who you are. They hate you because they can't shake you. They throw insults, criticism, and lies, hoping to see you crack. But when you remain unshaken, you show them something they fear, power they can't touch. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." And that's the rule of the Stoic. To rise above the noise, to choose reason when others choose rage, to stay in control when the world wants chaos. They'll call you emotionless, they'll call you cold, but what you really are is unbreakable. Part 1. Why your silence bothers them. Your silence offends them because it forces them to face themselves. You insult them, hoping you'll confirm their worth by reacting. When you don't, they're left alone with their own emptiness. Most people need your reaction to validate their noise. They feed on drama because it distracts them from their weakness. When you don't react, you cut off their supply. And suddenly, they feel powerless. Seneca wrote, "He who angers you conquers you." Think about that. Every time you react emotionally, you hand someone your control. You give them access to your peace. So when you stay calm, when you look them in the eyes and feel nothing, that silence becomes your armor. They hate you for it because it exposes how fragile they are. They realize you can't be provoked. You can't be shaken. You've outgrown their chaos. Part 2. The Stoic Law of Control. The Stoics taught that the only thing you truly control is your mind. Not the world, not others, not fate, just your perception. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That's the essence of mastery, because the moment you stop reacting to what's outside, you start ruling what's inside. When they criticize you, your mind whispers, "Let it go." When they mock you, your mind says, "This is beneath you." When they hate you, your mind stays unmoved. They can't understand that because they think strength is loud, but you know it's quiet. They think dominance is shouting, but you know it's control. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That's the truth they don't want to face. You aren't their enemy. Their own weakness is. You just remind them of it. Part 3. The power of emotional detachment. Emotional detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. It means seeing things for what they are, not what your ego makes them. When you master that, no insult can touch you. Because you understand, words are just noise. They pass, they vanish, and your peace stays. People who lack control hate those who have it. Your silence threatens their illusion of power. It shows them that anger doesn't move you. Purpose does. They hate that your emotions no longer belong to them, that your mind is your own territory now. Remember what Seneca wrote, "No man is more powerful than he who has power over himself." That's you when you choose silence over reaction. You become your own master, and that terrifies them. Part 4. How to stay unmoved. When they insult you, breathe. When they lie about you, breathe again. When they mock you, smile inwardly. That's how Stoics win battles others don't even see. Because you're not reacting to them, you're training yourself. Every insult becomes a weight. Every test becomes a repetition. You're building your mental strength one reaction at a time. Think about it. Lions don't react to barking dogs. They keep walking because they know their worth. That's what your silence says. I don't need to prove myself to you. They hate that confidence because it exposes their insecurity. They want to see you angry because anger makes you equal. But your calmness reminds them that you're not. You operate from a higher level, a place where peace is strategy, not surrender. Part 5. The Stoics' Secret Weapon. The Stoics had a weapon, premeditation malorum, the premeditation of adversity. They imagined insults, betrayal, loss, not to suffer, but to prepare. So when it happened, they were ready. You can do the same. Before you face the world, tell yourself, today I will meet envy. I will meet arrogance. I will meet ignorance. And when it happens, you'll recognize it. You'll see that the hate isn't personal. It's predictable. It's human weakness expressing itself. And you'll simply observe. That's how you gain power, by expecting the storm and walking through it dry. Part 6. Turning their hate into fuel. Their hate can destroy you, or it can build you. It depends on what you feed. When they attack you, use it as energy. Let their noise remind you of your purpose. Let their negativity sharpen your focus. Because every insult is proof that you're doing something that matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." You don't need to convince them. You just need to live it. Silence isn't weakness. It's precision. It's choosing your response carefully while they waste their strength on noise. They hate that you won't play their game. They want your reaction. You give them your indifference. They want chaos. You give them peace. And that drives them insane. Part 7. The Stoics' Shield. To stay unreactive, you must build your inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius called it a fortress of the mind, a place no insult can enter. Every day, you strengthen it through reflection. Ask yourself, what can truly harm me? If it's not your virtue, your integrity, or your peace, it's nothing. When they talk, let them talk. When they judge, let them judge. You're not here to change their perception. You're here to protect your direction. That's the Stoics' mindset. Unbothered, focused, unmoved. Part 8. When they can't reach you. Eventually, they'll realize something. You can't be manipulated. You can't be baited. You can't be broken. That realization will turn their hate into confusion, then respect. Because deep down, everyone respects control, even those who hate it. They'll wonder, how can he stay so calm? How can she stay so focused while we try to break her? And that's when you win, not with words, but with presence. Your silence becomes your dominance. Your calmness becomes your authority. Your indifference becomes your armor. They can't compete with that. Part 9. The final lesson. The moment you stop reacting, you become free. Free from their control, free from their chaos, free from their expectations. That's why they hate it, because they still live enslaved to reaction. They need validation. You don't. They need attention. You don't. They need drama. You don't. And that difference, That discipline separates the powerful from the ordinary. The Stoics taught that external events are neutral. It's your judgment that makes them good or bad. So stop labeling, stop reacting, just observe. Because the one who observes controls the game. Conclusion: a call to action. From this moment on, stop giving your emotions away so cheaply. Your reaction is your energy, and your energy is your power. Not everyone deserves access to it. Let them hate you for your peace. Let them resent you for your restraint. Because your calmness is the sign of a disciplined mind, and discipline will always outlast noise. Remember this: weak